Hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. Liverpool have just lost 7-2 to Aston Villa, and believe me, I've let out all my anger. I'm still angry, I'm still pissed off, but I let out all my anger on the live match reaction, which will be out an hour or two after this. But before I talk about that absolutely shambolic, shite performance from Liverpool, there's a few things that I do want to say. If you're not going to support your teams through the lows, then don't support them at all. That's the first thing I just want to get off the list. And then second off, we were terrible today. Individually, there was a few, especially bad performances. One name I'll mention is Adrian. He was shit. He was shocking. And to be honest, and I'll explain more on why more in a bit, but I think we need a new backup goalkeeper. But when it comes to criticising him, only criticise him on his football and nothing else. And that goes to all Liverpool fans, because I feel like those Liverpool fans who go on Twitter, for example, carry us after the Champions League final, I don't associate myself with you because that's fucking disgusting. And I know quite a few players are going to get stick today, and I'm pretty confident in saying that Adrian is one of them. I've made some terrible predictions today. I said we were going to win the game 2-0. But one thing I know for sure is that Adrian will get shit today. That's a prediction I know I will get right. And just remember, he's a person. So criticise him on his football. If you feel like he should leave the club, that's absolutely fine. And to be honest, after that game, I somewhat agree. But that was just absolutely terrible from start to finish. I just wanted to get them few things out the way before I carry on talking in the rest of the video. I'm going to talk about Liverpool briefly, and then I'm actually going to talk about just how good Aston Villa was, because I do think it was a terrible performance from Liverpool, but at the same time, Aston Villa have got to keep that level of consistency up to go ahead and score more goals and keep that level of motivation and also fight, because that's what Aston Villa had today. But how do I talk about that Liverpool performance? I can go through player ratings. Everyone's getting below 5, maybe except Jota, and that's including Mohamed Salah, who scored 2 goals today. I thought Diego Jota was the best player on the pitch, and to use the excuses of no Sadio Mane and no Alisson, don't get me wrong, we never had Thiago or Henderson either. We were missing a few first team players, but that is not to excuse that performance, and that is not to excuse that result. We should still be beating Villa with that team, and if we are going to lose to Villa, it should not be 7-2. It really shouldn't. And I've never really been in a situation on YouTube, at least, where I've had to record myself after losing a game, so it's something that I'm not that used to, and I really don't want to come across like I'm being a bit too downbeat, or I'm coming across as a bit too much of a cunt. I love these players, I love every single one of them, and I still say that we're the best team in the world, but today, it felt like that I was watching the Premier League champions versus the under-9s, and guess who the 8-year-olds was? Because it weren't Aston Villa, it was Liverpool FC. It felt like we were playing Liverpool. I even had to put my fucking glasses on to check, to make sure that I had the right channel on and I was watching the right team, and I was like, yeah, there's Van Dijk, there's... It was a good enough team for that not to happen. Not good enough. I would never call to the manager. Obviously, I am going to blame this on the players and the drop of heads, because I feel like I could get a team of 11 players and do better than that. Of course, I actually wouldn't, but you know what I'm trying to say and I'm trying to offer to you. It was basic. The long balls were too easy for Aston Villa. Way too fucking easy. I can't remember what goal there was, because there was fucking 7 of them. But there was one where it was a set piece for Aston Villa. It was a free kick. The ball gets put in. The ball goes wide. And then 4 of them, 4 Aston Villa players, not Liverpool players keeping up with them, by the way, are able to find space in that box. And they've got 3 men there to score a goal. Like I said, can't remember which one that was, which goal that was, because there was so many. But that's just one example of how poor today was. And it's fine to be upset with losses like that, because I never saw anything that gives me any positives. I was trying to find any positive I could. Even now, I'm struggling on words what to say. I don't know how this is going to come out. I'm usually much more used to being positive, and I'm just fucked off because I don't like seeing my team lose at all, and I hate it when I see a team like that. I haven't felt this shit since Steven Gerrard, his last game against Stoke City, where we lost 6-1, or his second to last game, I can't remember, but just shite. But as much as you've got to give credit to how shit Liverpool was, you've got to give the same amount of credit to how good Aston Villa was. Like I said, to keep them levels of motivation, to keep the game plan. Listen, it was 2-0 at one point and we brought it back to 2-1. That creates pressure, and Aston Villa dealt with that like a motherfucker. And do you want me to tell you something, mate? To keep Liverpool on the ropes for the whole entire game, that was Floyd Mayweather shit all the way till the fucking end from Aston Villa. And I will tell you that for free. Aston Villa, mate, they look great this season. They absolutely look fantastic. I underestimated them to fuck. I can't remember the centre-back next to Tyrone Mings' name. I think it was like Kanza, or that could be so wrong, or Konzas. I can't remember the exact name, but he was brilliant today. Tyrone Mings was absolutely fantastic. Jack fucking Grealish. What a captain. What a captain you have there, Villa. He's unbelievable. What a player. He should really be looking for a move in the top six, Jack Grealish, for sure. And that's not to disrespect Villa. In fact, by today's performance, we look like we could be looking at a new top six side. But, geez. But the one that I want to talk about mostly, Ross fucking Barkley. Ross fucking Barkley tore us a new one throughout that whole game. Former Everton player. Everton fans will be made up, and rightly fucking so. Because at the end of the day, we'd be laughing if this was a fucking John Flanagan against Everton. Do you know what I mean? Not the exact same comparison, but you get what I'm trying to offer. Just boss all round from Villa. Dean Smith set everything up right. I'm not going to discredit Aston Villa at all, because they still have to get them goals, like I said. I'm not going to allow Liverpool fans to make the excuses of the injuries. I'm not going to allow Liverpool fans to go in on our players like Adrian and Joe Gomez and calling them to be this, that and the other. Joe Gomez is absolutely still our future centre-back. He's going to be the future centre-back of England. I'm very sure of it, and the same goes for Liverpool, and I think that's going to be for years to come. Today was just poor and shit, and he should have went off at probably half-time, because he was just having a terrible time with Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins, another player who was absolutely fantastic today, but it's just not good enough. Not good enough. It's not panic stations. I do think we'll be back. I am confident and optimistic that this was the kick up the arse that we were needing going into the derby game, but just not good enough. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the game and your thoughts. I'm sorry that this weren't a bit more upbeat. I am trying, but the live match reaction will be out soon, and that's all I can really say. Thank you for supporting, thank you for watching, and come on you Reds, let's hope for better next time. Peace out, yous.